Service dog comp. Service dogs are dogs that help with medical conditions, blind, mobility, and more. None of these are mine. I'm Arden. I'm a diabetes alert dog for my mom. And today at Walmart, we saw this Christmas decoration because Mom wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be scared of it. But I was scared because it was big and it was singing and it was dancing. And I was a little bit startled and unsure what to think at first. But I watched it for a little while and I ended up getting a treat for Mom. And the more I watched it, the more okay with it I was. And it was still a little scary, but I was able to walk past it and I looked back and it was still there, but it wasn't as scary this time. And I sat down, and Mom is proud of me for not being scared anymore.
A clip of my guide dog getting frustrated by these extremely disproportionate and uneven stairs.
Go forward. Good girl. Go forward.
If the stairs are longer than 1 step length, Brew will recognize it as a new set of stairs and pauses to let me know about the new stairs.
Good job, Brew. Go forward.
As the handler, this is already frustrating enough. I cannot imagine what Rue is thinking, lol.
Good, go forward. Good girl.
Her patience is one of the many reasons that Rue was able to become a guide dog. Off-duty back scratches.
Is it really your business? This is my service dog.
Okay, then get up off the floor.
I can't. I have POTS, a fainting disorder.
Get up off the floor, though. I mean, why are you sitting on the floor?
Because I have a fainting disorder.
Then go get a scooter.
Are you serious?
Can you go get her a scooter?
I mean, if she just go and get her dog, that's not the car.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay, but you're not even legally supposed to ask for that.
I didn't ask you for nothing. I was asking
But
you
it's
about the
okay.
floor.
Look, it ain't that big of a deal. Let's just go get his
I'm
vest.
not. No, I'm not doing
I
that.
was asking you to get off the
And then
floor.
they can't do
But
nothing.
I have a disability.
Okay. Mom?
No.
Well, can you go get her
Honey,
to the car?
my oldest son just turned 11, okay?
I mean, you can't sit on the floor. You need a chair. Ask for a chair. or
Okay, then I need something to sit on.
something. Okay, we need to get off the floor.
I can't until I have something to sit on.
No, you don't. Okay.
Her. I seen her name badge.
Just a quick reminder. Service dogs don't need a vest. Legally you can't. Tell a service animal to leave service animal-friendly places. Her disability made it dangerous if she didn't sit down. Now let's get into the vids.
I'll report you if you'd like, because it's illegal. She's not just a dog, she's a service dog. You cannot do that.
Legally ask us to leave.
I'll report you if you'd like, because it's illegal. It's completely against the
You're
ADA.
telling me that your dog can be on a leash.
Yeah, she is on a leash.
But you're not in control of it, please.
I am completely under, she is completely under my control. I don't have to be holding her. It's against the law for you to ask that.
For you to be in control of her leash?
I'm in control.
Of her leash, please.
I have control of the leash. I just have to pick it up.
Then please do so.
No, I need her to be off leash.
That is our policy. We have had issues in the store before.
And I'm telling you right now, you can't do that.
Service dogs have the right to be in any store off leash if the disability
Or the dog's
requires-
task required to be off leash, which she does.
These dogs are trained to go get help in case we black out.
I understand that, but that
They
doesn't
cannot
prevent you
do
from
that.
hanging on to
Yes,
the
it
leash,
does,
does it?
because if we are holding onto the leash and we pass out, we have no control of our hands.
Would you mind if I collect your information? I'm going to get some more information and then we can talk so that way we can...
class, Darby alerted for my blood sugar when it was about 200. I was assuming that she was just alerting for the blood sugar of 200. Little did I know, about 40 minutes later, my blood sugar spiked really high. It got over 400, and as you can see, I could barely walk. I no longer had water, and I needed to take a shot, so I decided to leave class. As you can see, Darby just alerted because she was not very happy about my blood sugar still going up. This is one of the instances where I used Darby as a mobility aid. Like right in this clip, I was having her get her leash. She was struggling with it a bit. She's used to getting a smaller leash, so this one was kind of long for her, but eventually she got it to me. As I was having trouble even walking, I decided to take the elevator downstairs. It was just better for me and Darby. At this point, my brain was getting pretty fuzzy too. I had already taken a big correction, but it was taking its sweet time to work. I was proud of Darby for keeping the same pace as me. She did a great job.
Whatever you feel, be wherever you are. We ain't angry yet, you love. You're the great.
It's a miracle. Did you know you're not alive, actually? I don't know how many causes of death he's had at this point. The way he definitely would haunt me if he did die. All of this to say, don't believe everything you see on the internet. You've never purchased from this business, and they're just trying to emotionally manipulate you for sales of products that I'm not even sure exist. Forrest says that's actually very gross behavior. Just when you think you've seen it all.
So as a service dog handler, what do you do when you run into someone who's absolutely terrified of your dog? On this trip to Walmart, as we entered, a little girl saw Bane and completely panicked, like screaming, flailing, crying. She was terrified. And I felt really, really bad for her. So we waited for them to pass and kept Bane out of sight. And the rest of the trip, whenever we saw them, we made sure to keep Bane out of sight of the little girl to minimize her stress. Whenever someone's afraid of Bane, I always try to accommodate them. You never know why someone might be afraid of dogs. They may have been attacked, who knows? As someone with PTSD and trauma, I really empathize with others who have trauma. But yeah, it's really not hard to be a little considerate of others around you.
Until my moment comes, I'll say I did it all. I did it all.
Rides my service dog went on at Disneyland. Snow White. Peter Pan. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Pinocchio. Alice in Wonderland. Pirates. Small World. Disneyland Railroad.
Good girl. Good girl.
No, 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 no.
What is she trying to do?
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Parker, and come to school with me and my girl. So the first thing I have to do is I have to go to the bathroom. So don't look. And I did a good job, so I'm running. We got into the car, and then we got to school, so we're walking to our first class. And Mom had to go to the bathroom, but the bathroom was locked, so we went to the next bathroom, and that one was locked too. So we just ended up going to class, and I was like, hey, Mom, I think your heart rate's a little high, and it's gonna get higher. Here I am being a good boy. And then we started going to class, but Mom still had to go to the bathroom, so we checked, and it was unlocked. So I laid here while she went to the bathroom. And then we started going to her next class. So far, my girl is having a pretty okay day, and that changed. So I was like, Mom, your heart rate's really high. I'm gonna apply some pressure and see, I told you, don't ever doubt me. I'm always right. And I was like, hey, Mom, it's still high. So let me do some pressure. And then Mom gave me more pets because I did a great job. Mom's heart rate ended up getting super, super high, so I was right. Stop shaking, it's okay. I'm here. I'm here. It's okay, Mom. I'm right here. It's okay, Mom. No, don't scratch. No. Let me lick instead. It's okay. And I smelled something, so I was like, Mom, heart rate. And then sniff. It's high again. And then we went to my girl's next class. And then after that class, it was time for me to finally use the bathroom. So we went outside, and I gotta go to the bathroom and take a quick little break. And here we go. Just gonna go quick. And then we started going to our next class, which was 3D art, and Mom started making some stuff with clay, so that was pretty fun. So I just laid down, and then we went to lunch. So here we are going to lunch. My girl's standing in line with her friends, so she had to pick me up because I got stepped on a bunch of times, and I'm really heavy, but it's okay. Mom got hit in the face, and I got stepped on again, so she was a little stressed, so I was applying pressure, and I was like, Mom, it's okay. So we had to end up sitting down and laying on the ground because her heart rate was not doing too well. So here Mom is eating her lunch, and I'm being the best. And so she gave me a little bit of her carrot because I was doing a great job. And I was like, thank you so much, Mom. I love this. Carrots are my favorite. And then we started going to next class, but Mom was still not doing too well. So we ended up walking to the nurse's office. Here I am. I'm like, hey, I think something's wrong. So here we are in the nurse's office, and I'm like, Mom, we gotta lay down. And she's like, I know. And then we ended up laying down in the nurse's office waiting for Grandma to come pick us up, my mom's mom. And I got treats because I had been doing such a good job all day. And here's another treat, and I'm just making sure my mom's okay. And then when we got home, Mom took a really, really long nap because she was so burnt out. My name is Spy, and I'm a trained medical alert dog for my girl Raylan. She has type 1 diabetes, and I'm trained to sniff out her high and low blood sugars. This is me letting her know in the store that her blood sugar was starting to go low. Usually I can smell it way before her Dexcom monitor. And there we go, after she already treated it. The alarm started going off and she was 78 and dropping, but I had already let her know. I am such a good girl. The nose always knows, and I can smell it. And it's my job to make sure she's safe, so that's what I do. Here she is, eating some nerds to get that sugar up, and I'm gonna pay attention while she does so. I really love working, and I love going everywhere with her. She treats me pretty good and tells me I'm her best friend all the time. Here I am. I know I have to stay right here, but I'm not gonna let her out of my sight, and I know that my mom's mom is behind her, and she's watching both of us. But I sit here like the patient girl that I am and wait for her to come back, and I'm gonna keep that nose in check to make sure everything's going good. She already had a pack of nerds, but I could tell her sugar was still starting to drop. again, so here I am, and at first I'm gonna let her sister know something's going on. And then I'm like, you know what, let me just go tell her again. I want to make sure she eats something else, because I don't trust that it's coming up quick enough. So here I am, I let her know. Look at her face, she's like, okay, okay. And then I'm gonna wait for my treat, because I should be being paid for my job, you know? And I am such a good girl. At this point, she had already had 2 things, but you can tell in her face she's still not feeling well. I don't know what was going on this day, but the insulin was hitting her hard and she was continuing to drop. She told me her legs were shaky, so she needed to sit down, and I'm gonna sit right here next to her and pay attention as she starts to feel better, because I don't ever want to leave her side. Stresses me out a little bit when she gets like this, but I know that she'll get better in a little bit. So I'm just gonna sit here and make sure she knows I'm not gonna leave her. I'm gonna sit right here and keep an eye on her, and I'm never gonna leave her side. But I am gonna remind her that I'm still worried. So I'm gonna give her the paw again and just make sure she knows, and I'm also looking at my mom's mom, making sure she's paying attention. But she is. So in a little while, she'll start feeling better and we'll go on about our journey. But for now, that's where we're at. My girl's so good, she always gives me treats when she knows I'm doing my job. And here we go, we're feeling better, so...
Let's try it out. Yay! Good girl. Thank you. Kirby has a very gentle mouth. Good job. Thank you.
I wanna be the one you're guiding, 'cause I believe that you can lead the way. I just wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I never had nobody and no road home. I wanna be somebody to someone. And if the sun starts setting, the sky goes cold, and if the clouds get heavy and start to fall, I really need somebody.
Of course, you got a diet all pig colors, right?
What?
Yeah. That's what its tail is, isn't it?
No.
Poor dogs.
What are you talking about?
Tail color. I feel sorry.
It's red and green for Christmas, actually.
Excuse me, I need your arm.
I made this comp cruise. I really want a service dog. You see, I have T1D type 1 diabetes. It can make my blood sugar too low or too high. Here is some proof. My blood sugar levels is good there. Anyways, thank you for watching my comp. No one posts about their service dogs anymore, or does service dog comps. I will be doing a video about my type 1 diabetes soon. I will do a full explanation once this video hits about 1K. Please like and sub.